Hey, how you doing? Sweet. I'm doing pretty good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Let's see here.
Universe.
All right. All righty, Leroy. Verse.
How's your day been? How's the family?
Everything's good. Everybody's good as far as I know. Hey, Donnie. Do you have any news? Do you have Leroy Jenkins news today?
Sure, man.
Oh, you do? Okay. Reason I am on my way. So, how about you? How's everybody?
Everything's good. Yeah.
Did Mumsy make a decision yet?
Well, she hasn't been told where yet.
Oh, I thought she had to make the decision.
No. They make the
okay.
decision.
That sucks.
So, hopefully she gets.
Universe. Hey! There's Blur Lee.
Oh no.
Universe. Hey, universe. All I wanna do is to try to find a reason. I am on my way. Universe.
Better?
No. Still super blurry.
Wonderful.
Oh, love it. Okay.
Are you streaming Saturday?
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure everybody's working, so. Big casino! Ching ching!
Chance the chance. No.
It's all good, just leave it. To find a reason.
Because weirdly, I look fine from my end.
Really?
Yeah. Or
All
at
right.
least as good as I normally am.
Well, maybe it'll click in.
Hopefully. Everyone wants to look at you anyway.
No, they don't. They see enough of me and hear enough of me. It's all about the Playboy Lee. It's all about the Blur Lee.
Bloody.
Different topic, but I watched State of Play last night, and the Origins James Bond game looks amazing.
I did see a trailer for that.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about this Sony State of Play as well today.
Right?
Universe.
And the Switch poo.
The Switch poo, yes.
Like a child. But hey, that's their demographic.
Oh, I thirst. Switch 2 ripoff?
Ain't even the half of it.
All right.
Velcro's a ripoff.
Velcro, yeah. Can be. Sometimes you just leave it.
What's the whole point of Velcro?
That it sticks.
Yeah, then you rip it off.
Not if you don't need to rip it off. Same thing with tape. You tape something up. You Velcro something together.
Yeah, but the point of tape is that it's meant to stay there.
Not
Velcro's
necessarily.
Velcro's for repetitive use.
Not necessarily. The stickiness of the Velcro goes away.
Over a longer duration.
Still wrongly.
No, I'm not wrong.
You're 100% wrong. One, because you're British. That.
No.
Yes, you are. Look, you're gonna deny the Britishness?
Sure, man. I lived in France for 4 years. What are you talking about?
Don't make you French.
I hate this planet.
Hey, you could be stabbed in London, dude. So you be careful.
Oh, I've been there so many times.
And you've been stabbed so many times.
Yeah. So many spots of tea with the queen.
Spots of tea, the queen. Boom. Oh, we're getting there, Lee. I'm gonna sneeze.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. Is it gonna go away? Yeah. All right. Oh, it's still there.
There's a guy at my work who, when he sneezes, it sounds as like he just screams.
Yeah, I do that sometimes just for poops and giggles.
It's like he's scared of his own sneeze.
Achoo! What do we got? A minute left. All right, here we go. Let's do this. All right. We're at episode 112. Hey, welcome to the Gamers Pass podcast, episode 112, where us gamers, just Blur Lee and I, are going to sit here.
You look awful.
Yeah, yes, sir, you do. Where we sit and we chat about video games, and we talk about camera technology and how crisp and clean some cameras are, and some of them are not. And
yeah, I've definitely got the Switch 2 camera.
The Switch 2 camera. Lee is using the new Switch 2 camera, and so welcome everybody. We got lots of stuff to talk about today. We got some Blur Lee news. We've got the Sony State of Play. We're gonna quickly chat through, and we're gonna do some Witcher 4 stuff, and then we're gonna talk about the Switch 2, and because it launched today, and I'm pretty sure Lee got it along with the camera that he's using right now, and we'll talk about why James keeps messaging me about the Switch 2 and how I'm gonna buy it in Cave and all this other nonsense. And but
we've already had this debacle with like Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
And it took you months to get that.
I just got it, so I think it was over a year. But yeah, DPG, good to see you. So here we are. Joining me today is the blurry one himself. It is Lee Everett. Lee, How are you making out today? And are things a little fuzzy in your world?
Yeah. It's 144p. In my world, yeah.
Paid! Can't wait for some Splatoon streams.
Oh no,
I love
not
it.
back to that. That was the first time I remember hearing you swear on stream.
Yeah. Anyways, let's. What do you got? What have you been playing, dude?
I'm doing great. Games I've been playing primarily Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Nice. So you're playing it
Getting
off
back into that.
off stream as well?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I forgot how good it was.
No, that's good.
Yeah. And the hype around it, like, well, the hype being for Battlefront 3, but it then following to this game, I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. And we streamed it yesterday, had a good time. Even my youngest boy joined us. It was fun. It was good times.
Heck yeah.
Are you playing it? Oh, go ahead.
I have done a bit of Fortnite, I will be honest. Because the season or whatever is a Star Wars one.
Yes, I know.
And I don't know, just being in the match and then seeing the massive Star Destroyer rock up in the middle of the match, it hits me right in the feels.
Oh, shut up! This is terrible. Lee is playing by himself. Fortnite. You're playing Fortnite.
Yes. I got Darth Jar Jar.
Great. Who cares?
And General Grievous.
Yeah, it's silly. Anyways, are you playing anything else other than?
Oh, it's so silly.
In Battlefront, so I will say Isaac was playing. This was a few weeks ago, and so he got me to go in a room there, and he's like, "Here, talk to Darth Vader." So it's the AI Darth Vader, so you can actually talk to him and kind of instigate him on a little bit too, which is funny. And so while he's playing the game, I'm sitting there chatting to Darth Vader, asking him questions, and it was actually pretty decent and pretty well done for that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I hope, like, at least because the voice seems to be pretty good.
Yeah,
for the most part, like, even though it's like an AI voice, because we don't have James Earl Jones anymore.
Yeah,
it's at least we have some semblance of an essence of him.
Yeah.
So that it could be potentially implemented into other Star Wars content.
Yeah, which is cool. His estate allowed that, which is nice. And so for myself, I'm playing Vampire Survivors, of course, just doing all the unlockables. There's so much new content they brought out, and it's so stinking good, especially the Castlevania stuff. What else? I log into daily to do the wrestling just to keep the thing going, and just
Nice.
I do need a new game though to really hook me. So I did download Planet Zoo again, and just so I can fart around with that a little bit longer and figure that out. Because it's such a robust game. So it's not like Planet Coaster. Planet Zoo, you got so much to do. So it seems awesome. It's so big and so much little detail that you have to remember or take care of, blah blah blah. And so that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna be hopefully diving into that for the 100th time, because I download it and then I start it. I'm like, nah, okay, I'll play it later, delete it, bring it back on. So
well, you got the super expensive edition.
I did, yeah, and I haven't really played it. I've probably got an hour into the game, if 2 hours max. That's it, yeah. And so I'm not going to do it, but I'm tempted to get back into Diablo. But the only way I'm getting back into Diablo is if the DLC goes on sale for a reasonable price.
Oh, you didn't get the DLC?
No, it's $50, even though I already bought the hardcore edition. I
thought you already bought the DLC. When it announced.
No, it was too much. Right. It was like $70 just for DLC. I'm like, screw you guys. That's insane. And so right now it's on sale for $49. And that's just getting the DLC, not with all the extra perks that the next up edition has with your pet and all of that other stuff. So I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, and you've got to get the expensive one.
I do, because because I don't want to get the DLC, and then all those extra perks are for the next level up, because then you'd have to
Yeah.
buy more, and it's just so frustrating. So they are shooting themselves in the foot, keeping people like me away from the game, because I will spend money. It's not a problem, but I don't want to spend an insane amount of money. And so,
No, of course.
yeah, and we'll be talking about the Switch 2 and all that stuff as it dropped today. Today is launch day. But first, we're going to chat with Lee News. Lee, what do you got for news today, sir?
I still have no idea where that theme's from.
That's okay.
So it's, I mean, to start off, it's like the, you know, like City Skylines 2.
Yes.
The, that then disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yes.
Well, apparently, it's been delayed yet again.
Oh, isn't it out on PC already though?
Well, it says the first big expansion has been delayed yet again.
Oh, yeah. So City Skylines 2 is out on PC. It was supposed to be on console. They announced it for console, and then it has disappeared from console. So
well, I put it on my wish list.
Yeah, and it's gone.
Because I was kind of interested as well.
Yeah, hold on here. City Skylines. So how long is it delayed for?
It's saying Q4 of this year.
So it is out on Steam, and it came out October 24th, 2023. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Closing on 2 years after its original due date to launch.
Still not on console.
That is wild. It really, I mean, their excuse is that it's to add more content, add more depth. But it's like, what is really going on behind the scenes?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Something like that.
So because they got the first one out on console, and then the second one they just didn't. The first one's really great. It's looking like on Steam.
Yeah.
It's an average of 3 out of 5 for first score from users.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not.
Well, I just find like a game like that to be really difficult to navigate on a console. You know.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it is on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Like it's not as user friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean, because I think James was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, he was super excited about it. Because we both enjoy sim games like that. So, yeah. But anyways, all right. What else you got?
The Sims games are really fun.
No, they're not.
Why not?
Sims? The Sims? The EA game? I don't know.
Is it because they're EA?
No, they're just like they are what they are, and my screen has become blurry for some odd reason. You've plagued my screen, Lee, with your blurriness. What is happening? All right.
Great, top quality stuff.
Yeah, nothing but the best over here.
So yeah. In terms of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the devs for that say that they want to get the band back together.
So
it's not even. Yeah.
No, I seen that being talked about online and stuff. I don't think they can, because it's a DICE game, right? And right now they're working on a new Battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, like, because it's not really owned by them anymore. Like,
I'm not sure.
Like the Battlefront series, it's not really owned by them anymore, I don't believe.
I don't know.
But they seem to be passionate to want to get back together to do it.
They have to do it again. Like, if the next one's coming out, it's got to be DICE again. They've already got it locked down. It's already on.
Yeah. It's just, you know, whether it's because there's so many different things with like licensing and everything.
Yeah, I would like to see. I would just like to see them revive this one. It's because Star Wars Battlefront 2 is already awesome. Just add more characters, more planets, more server support, blah blah blah, and go.
Yeah, I mean, like the game released in 2017, and then it ended support in 2020. So we've had the game now longer without support than we have had it with support.
Oh, okay, that's crazy. I didn't realize that.
But it seems to be holding up pretty well. Like
Yep.
graphically, it's insane. It's still a lot of fun. Loads of different modes.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's it's so much fun.
And everyone's like asking for Battlefront 3. You know, like I've seen it everywhere. Even like DreamWorks, they did like a meme with their new How to Train Your Dragons,
Yeah.
and they had like of the dinosaur sitting waiting, and the text at the top said, "Waiting for Battlefront 3." Be like,
Oh, no way.
and that was actually from like DreamWorks.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm telling you, people would love it. Part 2 is good. No, sorry, part 2 is amazing. It's just people crybabying from what happened at the very beginning, but they just didn't.
Yeah,
They just weren't.
James. But yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's
Hey, are you interested in Battlefield? The new one that's coming out?
like new one? Because
Yeah.
the last one was 2042.
Yeah, the new one.
I've never really been like into the Battlefield games.
they're
Like,
so
is there
good.
like a backstory behind them all, or that's
Just
because sometimes with COD there is, but
so the backstory is Battlefield 3 and 4 are some of the best shooter games ever for online multiplayer. Bad Company 1 and 2 for Battlefield are stellar, super fun. And then they kind of got away, and they brought 2042 out. People liked it, and a lot of people hated it because of the operators. And so now they're going back to
the
their
operators.
yeah, so the characters with special abilities, whatever, people
Right.
hated that. So now they're going back to their grassroots of 3 and 4, and I'm telling you, like thousands of hours in Battlefield 3 and 4. It is that good.
Sweet.
And so they're kind of doing it. They have a thing called Battlefield Labs where you can sign up for, and people are giving input. They're getting to try out some stuff as well, which is cool. I didn't when it launched. It was like I was number 32,400 and something in order to get into the website, and so I was like, well, I'm not going to do that. So I'm glad I didn't purchase 2042. It's just multiplayer content, kind of like 2015. I thoroughly enjoyed Battlefield 2042 for the most part. It's still really good. The gameplay is awesome. But like I can understand why some people didn't like it, but it was a great game. Or for me,
It was sort of like around the phase where there's like a bunch of games that people were getting like really excited for, and then it released, and there was problems with it, and then people demanded refunds and lost interest in the game, because I think that was about a similar sort of time as Cyberpunk. And it's like that was insane, that one.
So what makes Battlefield multiplayer so great is the massive size of the maps, but they're also adding back destructible environments, and that's what made 3 and 4 awesome. Is you get people shooting in a building outside, roll up with a tank, and just cripple the building to fall on top of people. It's just it's such a fun game.
It's like it just makes it so much more immersive.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what else you got?
What else have I got? Wow.
If you don't have anything else, totally cool. I still got a bunch of stuff.
No, I mean, Warner Brothers games, their revenue has declined by 48% since the start of 2025.
Ooh. Well, what did they bring out though?
I think the last big thing that they released was Kill the Justice League.
Yeah, and that was just trash.
That was dead on arrival.
Yeah, it really was. People hated that.
Yeah, with a passion, and rightly so.
Yeah,
I think.
I saw.
It's just one of those live service games that really nobody asked for.
Yeah, nobody's asking for live service games.
At least in that way, like, I think people would love a proper good, proper
Proper.
PC superhero game, but just not a live service one.
Yeah, Guardians of the
People,
Galaxy was all right. Gotham Knights is
yeah,
on for like $11 for me, and I played that for a bit on Game Pass. And I was like, this is okay, but yeah, eh.
Guardians was fine for me. Like I played through it all, and it kind of lost me in a couple of places. But but I liked the story went its own direction. It wasn't just like, hey, let's do the movies again,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. It was a bit more of its own thing,
sure.
but the it just got a bit tiresome towards the end, I think.
Yeah, yeah. No, I beat it as well. And it was, all right.
Oh yeah, and also, um, like Hogwarts Legacy was a part of Warner Brothers.
Yep, and that did awesome. That did great.
Yes, yeah, but
that
that was like a couple of years ago now.
yeah, exactly. But it's out on Switch too. That arrived today, and people are buying it. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and the last thing I got is that Gears of War is officially coming to PlayStation 5 in August.
Okay, cool. More people playing. But we don't really play. We don't play multiplayer, anyways. We just play the our local sort of setup thing that we have, anyway. So it really doesn't matter if more people are in the ecosystem.
No,
but
no.
yeah, all the power to more people playing Xbox games. I'm totally fine with it. Always have been. Always will be. I'm even though I consider myself an Xbox fanboy, which I'm starting to get a little angry with Xbox about the price of their peripherals and stuff and what they're doing with charging upcharging everything. That's getting a little old, but whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that's exclusively an Xbox problem.
No, but they did announce it though, and then at the end of the year,
Yeah.
games are going up. So I buy games that are on sale now. I rarely buy a brand new expensive game, and I did go from like at least 5 brand new games a year to like 1 or 2 max. I still have Christmas money sitting in my account, and it's June.
Yeah, you're gonna start listening to Christmas songs again as well.
In
So.
July. Same, I'm no longer buying games at full price. It's an issue, and the problem is some people still are, and it's just making it $69. I wish I was paying $69. The Legend of Zelda on Switch 2 is $114. And this is a game that came out 2 generations ago on the Wii U. So anyways, we'll get into that here in a moment. All right, let's roll on some stuff here. Sony had a state of play yesterday, I think it was, and we're just gonna roll off a couple several of the games. People are saying this was the best state of play that they ever had, and so I'm like, okay, I didn't watch it. Usually I do, but the new levels coming to Astrobot, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fire up the PlayStation. I've not played it once this year. And I'm going to see if Astrobot's on sale, and I'm going to buy it because it is so freaking cool. Like the Astrobot demo that came with the PS5 is next level. It's so much fun. And then you have Astrobot coming up with its own game. And I think that won Game of the Year, if I remember correctly. There's a walking sim called Baby Steps. Bloodstained, The Scarlet Engagement. There's Cairn. There's Digimon. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Invalus Chronicles, and they had a little clip of Ghost of Yotai, or Yote. That'll be a game I purchase, Ghost of Yote, because that's like part 2, but not part 2 of Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. And so I'm hoping that's going to be good. Hoping. There's here.
So you'd get that day one then.
I don't know. That would be one I would consider, but it has to be as good as Ghost of Tsushima, because that game is mind-blowing. There is Hirogami, and then there was everybody's talking about 007 First Light. And I want us to watch the trailer. And
have you seen the trailer?
Not really. Like I did and I didn't. I didn't really pay
Yeah,
attention.
I'd say the same.
For me, 2026 is 007 First Light. It looks good and amazing. So from what I seen, it didn't. I didn't get that amazing feel. But you know what? Let's actually pay attention and give her a go. Whoa. All right, here we go. First Light.
His parents cut their own rope to save him.
That looks
He
sweet.
watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
Oh, right. It's the dudes that did
Grand
Hitman.
tour of every major boarding school in
Oh,
Britain.
okay.
Always at the top of his class.
That'll be interesting.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
Mumsy?
And I suspect he feels the same way.
No, he said
What
mom.
he did in
Z?
Iceland.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway.
Oh!
It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
I don't like the look of James Bond here.
Well, he looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he looks like Nathan Drake
you
as
have an
well from
appointment?
Uncharted.
James Bond.
James Bond.
Yeah, it just
Is it
doesn't.
me?
He doesn't fit.
Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He's like,
James.
yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. You're right.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost
DPG
delicacy.
said it's
I
not
need
Tom
all my
Cruise.
pieces on the board.
Thanks, man.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Oh!
Yeah, it does feel kind of
Jet lag.
Hitman-ish.
Gets me every
Yeah.
time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
Oh! He does women. Whammon.
Very little game.
Huh. 007 First Light. Ba-dum-ba-dum.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
So, 2026. My main issue is a lot of this stuff is coming out in 2026. And so, all right.
Yeah. We're not even really halfway through the year yet.
No. People have said that about he looks like Nathan Drake, but in my eyes he looks like a younger Sam Drake. Yeah, from Uncharted 4, it still looks like an Uncharted character. He does not.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that I've seen people more divided over a game.
He does not look like he just doesn't look like a James Bond character. But whatever. We'll see what happens. The gameplay does look cool. It does look fun. So hey, who knows? Who knows? We'll see how expensive it's going to be. All of that stuff. And all right. So that was.
It does give me some like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The Great Circle vibes.
Oh, does it? No, not me.
Yeah. Well, in the sense of that, like that. I mean, the whole thing was just as cinematic. It wasn't.
Oh no, there was
no
cutscenes
and
gameplay
everything.
there, but yeah, there was a lot of
Very little.
There's a lot of cinematic. You're right.
And the game, because it's like they had the whole thing with the cars, but I am not convinced at all that we'd be actually driving the cars.
I'm gonna say we're driving. There was a scene where it showed the cars whipping throughout and then there was that part where he's breaking through the fence. That looked like it was actual gameplay to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Origins James Bond game.
it just feels, I don't know, it like very safe, I think.
I don't know. I think you're looking at it cynically. I'm gonna say it's gonna be good. It's looking good.
I hope it's good.
Yeah,
but
me too. We'll see. We'll see. All right. The Lumens Arise. There is Marvel Token Fighting Souls, and this has turned everybody upside down. There is a 4-player Marvel fighting game. And I don't know how many characters it has, and people are going nuts. For myself, I'm not really a fighting game guy, but I'm not a big fan of the art either. I'm not a big fan of the art style. But who knows? It could be good. It looks like it was.
What's it called?
Marvel Token. Tokon. And if you want, we can watch the trailer.
Okay.
Marvel Token.
Okay.
2 minutes and 26 seconds. Let's share our screen here. Here we are. All right, this is the Marvel game. PlayStation. Who did do it? I'm gonna be honest. This didn't really excite me, but like I said, I'm not really a fighting game guy.
I am a Captain Japan. Oh, Iron Man is doing wild.
Spidey sense. So I think people are going to go nuts for this. So when they get playing it. And you may actually like this since you're a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4v4 tag team battles. Kaboom! Coming in 2026, baby. All right, so that's that.
It will definitely appeal to some people, not necessarily me.
All right, no, that's cool.
I think I mean, at the moment, that just made me want to play Marvel Rivals instead.
So, and Big Casino just put it in there. PlayStation last night teased its first official fight stick for PS5 and PC, and it actually looks really freaking awesome. I'm not going to lie. It looks really good. All right, and so they went on, they did the Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, Mortal Kombat Collection. That's like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then like another one that's like a whatever. So they have a collection of Mortal Kombat, so that's cool. Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound, Neo 3. People love the Neo series. Pragmata, Project Defiant, Romeo is a Dead Man, Sea of Remnants, Silent Hill F. And I'm sure some people go crazy for that. Sword of the Sea, if I remember correctly, Sword of the Sea is that Journey game. I don't know if you remember Journey when I streamed that, but it was phenomenal. What an amazing game. There's a Thief VR, Legacy of Shadow, and Tides of Tomorrow. So there was a lot that was listed. There was a lot that was named, and it's pretty crazy. So,
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't say that anything is really standing out to me.
okay. No, yeah, there's some good stuff in there. But there was something that was released like 2 days ago or 3 days ago that I would like for us to gaffle the intensity. The video is 14 minutes. I don't know if we're going to watch all 14 minutes. But there is a massive game release. I believe it's going to be next year. And it is The Witcher 4. And so what they decided to do is give you an Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. And I don't know if
That's one way to do it.
And I don't know if you've seen much of Unreal Engine 5. But holy crap.
It is incredible.
This is it here. So let's just pick this apart. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. But I have not watched this yet. I've just seen screenshots, and from the screenshots, I was blown away. And I know this is cinematic, but
The plowing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract.
I love Witcher 3. I've played that several times. It's so wonderful.
Where's Pharaoh, Pharaoh? Aye, the devil's out! It's running from!
Oh! Uh-oh. I watched this and I was impressed with how it looked. Yeah, Big Casino, from what I've seen from the screenshots, it's incredible. Run. Oh, here it comes. Your dinner.
Chow time.
Oh, snap. Toss a coin to your witcher. Pick it up, Siri. Is this Siri? And it is Siri.
Siri's probably listening to you on the phone right now.
Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
All right. Let's get to the gameplay here. Yeah, graphically, the cinematics are incredible. Oh, does she walk here? Oh, look at this. Oh, come on. And even The Witcher 3 looked amazing, and it still does look great. All right, hold on. We're gonna skip this.
Can't be dealing with them yapping.
All right, here we go.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Oh, gameplay, Lee, right here.
And are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The
Look at
region
this,
we are
man.
in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
I like how the light just falls on everything.
All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
But you can see the particles in the air.
Let weeds
Yeah.
be weeds, Kelpie.
Which is
So just
awesome.
like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal
Seeing that they've
companion.
shown how a webcam copies your lip movements and expressions.
Return to
Oh,
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Fight Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching.
Oh my gosh!
Without compromising the
reflection in the world.
Yeah, the ray tracing. Oh, this is ridiculous.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself.
Yeah, let's talk about the world.
So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Huh.
And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere,
ooh,
while still being
look at that water,
fast to
like
render,
glass.
we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite.
I'm cool with it, as long as I get to play it. This will be a day one purchase for me.
To render.
Okay.
And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content.
Big
more
casino, I hear you, buddy.
The smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
This is mind-blowing to me. Elder Scrolls 6 better be like this, is all I'm saying. Elder Scrolls 6 better be next level, something we've never experienced before, because this is beautiful.
So Valgrest is
oh my gosh.
A hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff.
Yeah, me too. Look, there's horse crap everywhere. That's funny. Oh, you piece of crap. Yeah, which... Oh my gosh, look at the size of that bear.
With a fish. For the furry rascal will often wait, and the bear's weight grants good fortune.
Cool. Like, this looks legit real, though.
Notice how responsive the world is.
You little brat.
Actions directly affect what happens around.
Oh, he's stealing. Okay.
Setting off chain reaction.
And the pigs are going to get the food too. Oh, this is mind-blowing.
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper.
Oh, get out of my inn there. Awesome. Oh,
okay.
So a lady of the night.
The guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well...
Did you notice he called her a witcheress?
I didn't hear that, but yeah. Yeah, I did.
I'm not one spec.
I like that.
I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
I guess never really
The
thought of
Manticore
that.
that
Thought
flattened your
Witcher
cars,
have just applied to both.
devoured your men. Quite the opposite.
But at least they're acknowledging that it's a girl, which is kind of
Siri decides what
not
to do about
happening
that
in these day
merchant,
and
let's
age
take a look at
for
the character technology
some
that
games.
powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Reckon me ladies after one of them.
Get this
all right. Everything just seems
mind, dearest.
like real in its own entity in the game.
Something more. Got
You like looking at the
microcard
fabric of
operates
his
its
clothes.
finest.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's tons of tech to play
How
here.
you can
Even
see,
a
like, the
simple market
threads and
stall,
all that.
metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdres.
Oh.
Let's grab
Oh,
everyone's
yes.
attention with the circus.
I thought it was going to be like a group singing. I was getting the Black Flag
But the
vibes.
great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game.
And you notice you can't really see everybody doing the same thing either. It's all
skeletal
different.
agents, all going
Yeah.
about their business. And the whole
And
point is
each
to leave
one like
breathing
looks
room for
different.
developers
Yeah.
Doesn't
like
look
you
like it's
to
necessarily a
introduce
copy
the
and
gameplay
paste.
and
You're
the
right.
systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right.
But people are
That's
looking at the whole
open
thing
world
from
RPG that we're
above
making.
on that
But
bridge
before we
area.
wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Boy, oh boy. This could be my most anticipated game next to
We are
GTA.
making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Oh! I cannot wait to explore that.
Onward, Kelby. With what?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Witcher 3. Unbelievable.
Well, this is Witcher 4, but yeah.
The Witcher 4. Unbelievable. That is just insane. Okay. Did you play Witcher 3?
No, I didn't.
Oh, if you have a chance to play Witcher 3, I highly recommend it. There's people angry that you're not playing as Geralt, who was Witcher in 1, 2, and 3. But in part 3, he's training Ciri to be the next Witcher. Or to be a Witcher. And I understand Geralt is amazing. He's phenomenal, and I understand people's love for him. And but you know, they were going this route. This is the way they've always were going towards, was Ciri to be the next Witcher, and they did that in this one.
And you know, and like you're saying, at least they've established that she's like been trained and everything.
Yeah, well, you play as Ciri in part 3 in some parts. You're playing Ciri. And so people shouldn't have been too upset, but I think it's just they've created such an amazing character with Geralt that it is what it is. But Ciri and Triss, sorry, and Yennefer. Oh, just the whole world is so flippin' awesome. Lee, I highly recommend it. One of the best battles in a video game I've ever played was in The Witcher 3. And I'm talking just in Witcher 3
was 2015.
Yeah, I still remember the giant battle that I had that when I was done, I wanted to cheer because it was incredible, it's exciting, and one of the best battles I've ever had. And so Witcher 4, I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. When is Witcher 4 coming out? Did they say? It's got to be next year.
I mean, given how long that looks, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2028.
Shut up, Lee. Don't say that. Yeah, you're most likely right. No release before 2026. Oh, all right. Trilogy confirmed? Ooh. So yeah, there's no specific date. So anyways, I need Elder Scrolls 6. Like I was saying, it needs to be that good, if not better. It's such a wonderful series. The problem is, and I'm going to say it, they can't be on the Starfield engine, which is the same one they did for Skyrim and stuff. Starfield, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it is dated. It's just what I'm seeing with this and some of the other games. It's like, all right, we could have done better, but I still enjoyed Starfield. Don't get me wrong. I still liked it. I still enjoyed it. I had fun. And I know you beat it 1,000 times and went through the loop, whatever, 1,000 times and stuff. So
Yes.
yes.
But to be honest, that approach, because the thing is that you gain like an extra perk every time you do it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get to the end because it stops after 10, I believe.
Okay.
So I wanted to get to that point.
Wow.
And then play like further in that world.
Sure.
Because then I have all the perks that I need, and then I just continue on. But at that point, I just kind of burnt myself out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the thing is that it's not necessarily the case that you're playing through the game again from scratch, because once you've beaten it once, you can just speedrun it.
Yeah.
Like, because you do skip a lot of it, and you can choose to stay in that and say like, let's do it from scratch in this moment. But yeah,
I just did it the once, and then so my goal was to explore every planet and just get it to 100%, doing all the flora and fauna, and then I burnt myself out doing that too. But it's just, it's so weird that the planets are dead and stuff like that. There's so much more they could have done with this game, and it was supposed to be this epic adventure, and it was a good adventure. But I think they just over 1,000 planets and 990 of them are dead, and so what's the point? What was the point? So, but I still love it. Don't get me wrong. Still enjoyed it. Had a great time. So, no, Pete, I wouldn't say Starfield was a disappointment. It was for many. It was for many.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, but now that I'm sitting here and looking back, it could have been 10 times greater and better. It built you up that it's going to be this massive, enjoyable thing, and it was
setting itself up to be like this new benchmark on what games are meant to be, and it didn't meet that. Yeah, it's like where it's still a good game, but it didn't become that benchmark that it wanted to be.
Yeah, it was the same old.
So then because of that, people just got disappointed because it didn't quite meet their expectations, even though it's still a decent game.
Yeah. But yeah. No, it's fun. Like it is fun. It is decent, but yeah, it could have been a whole lot more. And so I'm hoping Elder Scrolls 6, which who knows when that one's coming out, probably 2027 or the new Xbox system, whatever. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping because I look at this Witcher game, my mind was blown. I'm like, this is what this is what games should be, because we're in 2025. I'm still looking for something new to play, but there's nothing out there for me currently. I don't think there would be, Pete. With all honesty, I don't think there's, from what you like to play, I don't think there would be anything that could really pull you in and hold your attention for a while. Right now, I'm looking for that sit down and get absorbed into a game sort of feeling again. And there's just nothing out there that has pulled me into or actually lured me to do it. So we'll see. But I'm looking.
I think it's the case that like everyone's been so anticipated for GTA 6.
Yeah.
That because of the delay, we're just all like, well, what are we gonna do now? Like,
yeah, and I'm still
at that point.
So my next games, I guess, is Ghost of Yote. I'll wait for that because Pete, if you want it, if it's on sale, check out Ghost of Tsushima. And I think that's a game you could probably get behind, slicing and dicing people. Oh my God, the story is incredible. Graphically, it is beautiful. They brought out kind of like the complete edition. It's so wonderful. That's in my top 5 favorite games of all time. It is a powerful story. Gameplay's incredible. That's a 10 out of 10 game. If there is, and we know there are 10 out of 10 games, that is 10 out of 10. And I would be happy to go back and beat it a third time. It is so stinking good. But and that would be PlayStation. So yeah. All right. Today.
357 days till GTA 6.
350. So okay, just under a year.
Yeah.
And who knows? It'll most likely be delayed. Yeah, it's delayed. Delayed again. It is PS5. Ghost of Tsushima. TSUSHIMI. Tsushima. Sushi. A at the end. It's mind blowing. Let's see. Oh, even right from the get go, Ghost of Tsushima is mind blowing. Graphically though, and I'm pretty sure you have a butt kicking 4K TV. It's when did it come out? It came out a few years. It came out on PS4, and their PS5 re-release, whatever, just bumped it up a notch, and it's mind blowing.
Ghost of Tsushima 2020.
2020, okay, and you play as Jin Sakai, and it keeps true to a lot of Japanese sort of ninja samurai. That's it, samurai warrior stuff, and your uncle storyline, and oh yeah, it's so good. I cannot speak highly enough of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just saying, and that's a game that's going to take you 40-50 hours to play. And if you enjoy the world, it's going to take you a whole lot longer because you want to explore every nook and cranny, and it's good. And you want to take out those Mongols. Okay, today we're going to hit our main topic. Some of this stuff is going to be funny. Some of the stuff will be frustrating, and I will rant, just as a heads up, because I'm that old man ranting.
Oh, no.
Is the Switch 2 launched today? Happy Nintendo Day to those that are willing to pay those prices. And so I couldn't get a pre-order when I tried a month or two. It was 2 months ago. I was on the GameStop website, and they said, don't refresh it because you'll lose your place. And I was on the website like hours before. And the website was down. It was broken. It was messed up. And then finally I got in. It was like, pre-order sold out. Sorry. Sucks to be you. I'm like, all right, to hell with you guys. So I was just like, whatever. And they didn't announce the prices of the games at that point, right? So none of us really knew. And so today, Costco, and I could have went and got one today, but I just don't have the money to do it. Today at Costco, they were selling them. They had a bunch of them in. It was the Switch 2, it was Mario Kart, and it was 12 months of their online membership. And they were selling that for $739, which is a lot of money.
Smokes.
And so I don't know what that is with $739 plus 15% taxes, which comes to $850. I don't have.
That's Canadian.
That's Canadian, yeah. I don't have $850 to shell out for a Switch 2. So I didn't go today to get it. But
859, you said.
49, 849.
49. So that's 457 pounds.
Is it?
In the UK.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. That's way cheaper, even though I understand it's pounds versus Canadian currency, but still. Okay. So
we're just worth more than you, man.
I guess. You guys are dumber, but you're worth more. Kidding. Oh, British land. I'm so sorry. I'm just teasing. So check this out. So some highlights today. Nintendo Switch 2 owners are opening consoles with punctured screens due to store receipts being stapled in the front of the console's box.
Wow.
So one of the culprits is GameStop in the US. So you get all these pre-orders, and what they did is they decided to, instead of tape the receipt on the box, they just stapled it on the box. And so Nintendo didn't have good protection, we'll say, in the inside. And so you could see it through the box, through the little clear protector box, we'll say, and the plastic, and two little puncture holes in the screen from them stapling the receipt on the box. It's so funny. So you can see people complaining on Twitter about it. Oh my gosh, screenshots, videos, everything. And now, are you ready for this? So Nintendo, remember the game we talked about, Nintendo, their little tech demo? That's
yes.
Okay. So Nintendo is charging. So you buy a Nintendo Switch, and you're like, wow, how does this really work? Well, Nintendo has an answer for you. They have a tech demo to demonstrate everything about the Nintendo Switch 2. Problem is, they're charging $10 for a tech demo. So check this out. So the Nintendo's $10 Switch 2 mini game collection. The game has many fans believe should have been free, requires you to own at least $95 of accessories in order to complete 100%. You gotta buy, to complete this 100% for the Switch 2, you have to buy, which is sold separately, the camera, the extra GLGR buttons, which are not found on the standard Switch 2 Joy-Con, and instead require a charging grip or a Pro controller, which are sold separately. So the buttons, the GL and GR, are not standard with the Switch 2, with the Joy-Cons that are on the side.
That is insane. I figured they were.
You would think. Also, you'll also need a 4K TV. What a ripoff. Oh, Pete, it is. So Nintendo fans who want to see absolutely everything in Switch 2 Welcome Tour will therefore not only need to pay up to $10 cost for the game, but also $54.99 for a Switch 2 camera. These are American prices, by the way. And either $39.99 for a charging grip or $84.99 for a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller that uses the GL and GR buttons. Emotional damage. So if you bought the Pro controller for the Switch 1, that works on the Switch 2, but it does not have the GL, GR buttons on there. So any of these new games that come with the GL, GR buttons, that need that or require that, you have to go buy a charging grip or a Pro controller. This is Nintendo's way of life right now.
You know how like EA got so much like flack for like pay, like where you pay for part of a game or something like that, and then you have to pay extra for another part of the game. It's like this.
Yeah,
where it's like, hey, you want the Switch? Yeah, but you need this, and this.
It's the same with you buy a game And part of it is locked. They're calling it DLC, but it's already in the game. It's built in, but you got to pay the extra to unlock that part. Are you getting a Switch 2? I want the Switch 2 for Mario Kart. I just don't have $850. The reason I want Mario Kart is because us four, me, Steph, Isaiah, and Isaac, we just sit around some nights. We'll play together and do our thing. And I always like the new stuff, but oh my gosh, $850. Then I'd have to buy a couple extra controllers and all this. It's going to be $1,200 by the time I'm done. And so I've told Nintendo to F off. And on Twitter, if you look at my profile and my tweets, you will see that I actually spelt out the entire words in capital F-U, the full word to Nintendo, right directly at Nintendo.
Wow, and you had what? And you had like a ban warning previously on Twitter, didn't you? Or like a suspension.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
24 hours.
I got suspended. You are right. So hold on here. I'm gonna try to find it. Here it is. Here, this is hilarious. So, if you want to buy Mario Kart by itself in Canada, it is $109 for a video game.
No.
If you look at this is Pharaoh TV's tweet. F you at Nintendo Canada, Nintendo America. This is absolutely insane. That's the first time that's the first time I've ever done that on Twitter. I was so angry. This is the day that I tried to, it was April 24th. I tried to order and I got denied and all that stuff. But that's it. So if I go, hold on, let's do EB Games. Go here. I want you to see the prices. Nintendo Switch 2. Look. Super Mario Jamboree. This came out last Nintendo Switch. I own this game for the Nintendo Switch because Isaiah, myself, Isaac, Steffi, we love playing Mario Party together. So I'm like, yes, I'm buying the brand new one. And
if you already have it, don't you have to only pay for an upgrade?
I don't think so, dude. I don't know how that works.
I'm pretty sure if it's a game that is already for the Switch and it goes to the Switch 2, there's an upgrade instead of buying the whole game.
I imagine it's still pretty pricey. But if you want Jamboree TV though, the Switch 2 edition, you do got to pay the higher price. So that is that, okay? Kirby 114, some Donkey Kong game 100, Street Fighter 6 that's been out for a while 84, Mario Kart. Look at this. This to me is mind-blowing. Can I do this one? This game here came out on the Wii U in 2015, 14, whatever. They decided to just bring it again on the Switch 2 for $100, brand spanking new.
Breath of the Wild was 2017.
For the Wii U? Or the Switch?
For the Wii U.
2017, okay, 8 years ago. That doesn't include the DLC. Look at this. Tears of the Kingdom came out for the Switch already. This is a recycled game. $114. Or I can make 4 payments for $28.74. This to me is just I'm just so angry. Because I love Nintendo. I love playing Nintendo games. You have lots of fun. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, Mario Kart is no game. This is base. This is base game. And in order to play this online with everybody, you got to buy their crappy online thing. It is it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah, Pete, they 100% are. Yes, they are. And people are great. Like, people were buying it. I think it's sold out at my Costco. People are just going crazy for it. But I don't know. I just can't do it. I'll tell you right now, if I had the money, I'd go do it. And James it's funny. Let me bring up the conversation with James.
I I think the upgrades. I mean, like depending for certain things, the upgrade for the Jamboree game would be, I imagine, for you, about $40.
That's way too much.
It's £17 for us, so probably like $40.
So my conversation with James was this morning. Or no, it's at 1 o'clock. He goes, seen a few people post up pics with their new Switch 2s. How long before you cave? Let's go back to 9:57 a.m. Oh no, 8:42 a.m. Have you got the Switch 2 yet? I said, no, sir. I wish I could get the Mario Kart edition, but no can do. I said, how about you? He's like, oh, good heavens, no. I said,
Yeah. Oh, good heavens.
And then I said I would buy it. I would buy it if I had the money. He said, you'd probably buy two. I said, I so would. Then at 1 o'clock, he was seeing a few people post up pics with their new Switch 2s. How long before you cave? And I said, I just don't have the money, or else I would get it now. Costco has a bunch on, but they are $739. Then he said, LOL, when has having no money ever stopped you? $700? How tempted are you to get it on credit? I said, I'm not. Steph is cool if I get it. I said, no, it's too much. I could go do that now.
Buttons.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is. He's gaslighting me. Then he said at 4:15, LOL, I'm curious to see how long it'll take before you cave and get one anyways. And then I said, I don't know why you keep phrasing it like that. I said, if I had the money, I would go get it. If I get the money, I'll get it. There's no caving involved. And that's just that. I don't drink, I don't party, I don't do anything. All I do is play video games. That is my hobby. That is my hobby. So no issues. I totally do it. He has no faith in you. He doesn't, but he should have learned his lesson with Star Wars Outlaws. I should have put money on that. I was like, how much you willing?
Well, you kind of did, because he owe you
he did.
£5.
Yeah.
$5.
It should have been pounds, shouldn't it? He probably paid those Canadian cheap ass prices. So this is the Switch 2. This is where gaming is headed, and this is so frustrating. I want Nintendo. I want them to fail, and I want people to not buy it, so they could reassess their marketing plan and their budgeting and all that stuff. And it's just wild. Like, if they're using tariffs and stuff like that, like those games, the games are not on the disc that comes with it. Or the cartridge. You open the game, you have to put the cartridge inside, and then it's a download of the game. You don't install it from the disc. You actually have to download that game. So it's insane. So it's a digital copy, basically. No, well, it is a digital copy because you have to download the game. So one of the things they were doing, it was reported as well, is you have to connect it online to download an update in order to even use your Switch. And they're doing this. And if you don't, and you kind of start messing with it, it bricks instantly. Which is really insane. So you have to call Nintendo's like, hey, what's going on here? And they're like, well, what were you doing? Because they're trying to stop jailbreaking and stuff like that. Oh, it's just so frustrating. It's such a good product. Mario Kart's going to be a blast. It's going to be amazing. And they're just like, you know what? It's only for the elite. People will pay it. It's like that dude for Borderlands 4. The millionaire, the CEO guy's like, hey, if you really want it, you'll buy it. People will make a way. I'm like, well, that's not what we're talking about. Who needs it? What a joke. I know, eh? What's this?
The only thing that I've really seen about the Switch 2 is that the Joy-Cons, you can actually just snap them off.
Yes, yeah, you just pull them off. They're magnets.
No. But what I mean is, like, you can snap them off like the wrong way.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that. Because it's magnetized. So how can you snap them off the wrong way? They don't slide into a slider. They just attach as magnets.
Yeah, but like you're meant to do it like that, but like people are just like doing it like that, and they can still do it.
So as magnets, so I don't know how that would hurt the system or break it.
It doesn't necessarily like break it completely, but it will do some stress on it.
Ah, all right. Well, that sucks. I'm trying to find the Switch 2 Pro controller price.
And so Paul,
Yes.
I'm interested. What, like assuming you'd get GTA 6 day one?
Yes.
Assuming.
Yeah, because you guys will as well.
What would be the price limit that you'd end up going for until you say, I can't do that, I can't get it day one or pre-order, whatever? What's the price limit for that game?
I don't think, like, I thought about it and I was just like, if it's too expensive, I'm not going to get it. It's just, the game's going to be worth whatever price they charge, to be honest. And if I can pay $200 for WWE 2K25 Ultimate Edition, or pay $200 for Planet Zoo,
yes, I remember that.
With everything, it's tons of DLC. You can play it for years, right? So GTA, it's looking like we're going to be playing that for 10 to 15 years with their cycling for games. So if it's $200, I won't. If it's $200 for base, no. No, I will wait. But if it Ultimate Edition with my taxes comes to $200, then like I was like, all right, that's a lot of money, but I'd be saving up money for it. Like right now on my Xbox account, I still have Christmas money and it's $124 sitting there that I just won't use because there's nothing really worth buying at the moment. So I'll wait for next Christmas, get more Xbox cash, and then I'll just keep that stored up and buy GTA when it decides to come out. If it does.
All right.
How about you? Do you have a limit?
I haven't really got one in my head.
Okay.
That's kind of why I'm asking. But because I think GTA 6 would be an exception in terms of like where you could probably just pay whatever they ask.
Pete, I'll be dead before GTA 7 is released as well, sir. It's true. It's just so foolish. There should never be this lengthy cycle, but it is what it is.
It wouldn't have nearly been that case if GTA Online wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I suppose GTA Online.
GTA Online extended GTA 5's life cycle.
Oh yeah,
like so much longer than it needed to.
Profit. Let's see, GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the most commercially successful video games of all time, having generated nearly $10 billion in revenue. It has sold over 215 million copies worldwide, making it the second best-selling video game of all time. The game's success is attributed to its high sales, as well as the ongoing revenue streams from subscriptions and in-game purchases of GTA Online. With $10 billion of GTA 5 revenue, there's no excuse for them really to pump the price up to $150 for the base or $100 for base, really. They could charge the usual price and still make billions of dollars.
Yeah, but that's not how companies work.
Right, but what if they do, though? What if they're like, you know what, screw everybody else. We're going to put it out for, in the US, $59.99 or whatever. In Canada, $79.99 for the base. That would be mind-blowing, and that would be insanely consumer-friendly. There's no excuse for companies to be charging what they're charging. Expedition 33 was a free game on Game Pass, has sold millions of copies, and has made a lot of money. And it's a top tier game. Expedition 33 is incredible.
And ultimately, it's the case of that because like so many of these games rely on like servers or like they essentially these games now they become obsolete.
Yeah.
Whether it's the console doing it or whether it's the game itself or whether it's like there's something in the game where the server goes down and you can't use it anymore. These games aren't permanent. We don't own these games.
No, I know.
we buy them. We don't really own them.
The good thing with Xbox is they have the backwards compatibility program, so it gives you that illusion that you do own them. And Pete, you're right. I will buy the Super Duper Deluxe Edition. Absolutely.
And so with that, it's like someone said, it's like, is it piracy if you'd never own the game in the first place? So it's like I kind of get that point where it's like people will probably like pirate the game, and I wouldn't entirely be against that.
I'll tell you right now, like I haven't done it in years, pirating stuff. I haven't done it in years. Even downloading movies and TV shows, I haven't done it in years. With the Switch too, with what they're charging and their lack of justification, that's legit. I'd be cool with jailbreaking my Switch too. I'd have no issue with it. And so the Switch One, I have a buddy who has a Switch One that's jailbroken. I have in my house. Okay, don't do a James and go all crazy. But in my house, there's 4 Switches. I have one. Steffi has one. Isaiah has 2, and none of them are jailbroken. So we don't really do that stuff. But if it happens, it happens. Big deal. Like if you make yourself viable and not make it just for extremely rich people, or like not taking a huge dent in your wallet, then people are going to buy it. But if not, I don't know, they're just greedy buggers, and I can't stand it. And it's probably because I'm bitter that I can't buy it too, right? there's a hint of jealousy and bitterness.
That.
Yeah. Because the Switch 2 isn't much more powerful than the Switch 1. It really isn't. For them, you're nuts.
There's stuff like the Steam Decks that are more powerful.
Yeah, Steam Deck is cheaper. So just to clarify, Pete, I bought mine. That you and Epic Hans gave me all the money to buy my Switch. I still have that one. When my mother passed away, there was like her Nintendo Switch I gave to Steffi, so we could play Animal Crossing together, because we do play just rarely, but we do play games together. Isaiah bought his own Switch, and then he bought, when the OLED came out, Steffi just rolled up here. When the OLED came out, Isaiah bought his own. So I only paid for one Switch, but I have 4 of them in my house. That's it. That's the story. At least you didn't buy them all. No, Isaiah bought his own. And then Steph just inherited my mother's. So, but we, at one point though, we were all playing Animal Crossing together, which is such a fun game. So sitting in the living room, I'm on the big TV, she's on hers, and then Isaiah's on his, all playing together. So we've done the Mario Kart, we've done, this is what we play at the house. We've done Mario Kart, we've got Mario Golf, we have the Mario Party, and there's a couple other Mario Party sort of style games, the sports ones that we just play together. It's super fun, and that's what we do. And so when Nintendo's like, you know what, if you want to have family fun, you're going to have to pay out of your, whatever you want to call it, just in order to have some fun. And it's not cool. Oh, well, it is what it is. Eventually I'll get one, but yeah. All right, Lee, anything else? We must have summed this up. An hour and a half.
Do not cave.
We are, Pete. Do not cave. No.
Cave.
If I can get it, I'm gonna get it. If I can get it, I'm gonna get it. Bottom line, but I just can't afford it, so I can't get it. That's it.
No, I know.
Yeah. So if I hadn't known Costco was gonna have a crap load come in, I would have saved up money over the last few months so I could just go do it, so it wouldn't be a massive hit. So. And then Costco doesn't allow you to use credit cards, only their own credit card, which we don't have, because that would that would just be bad. That would not be cool. So Costco's different because I pay a membership, and then you can get their MasterCard sort of thing, but they won't take Visas or anything like that. So
really,
yeah. But Costco's awesome. Like, I hate Costco and I love Costco. Seriously.
Yeah. You love the fat wieners, don't they?
Oh, yes. And actually, now that Steph's home, we're going to Costco now because I gotta get a couple items. But
don't cave.
yeah, it's so silly. Yes, nothing to do with caving. If I had it, I'd get it. That's it. So
yeah, I know.
But yeah, cool. Well, man, this was awesome. The Switch 2, Sony State of Play. Good times. That must be a Canadian thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so all I know is you can only use a MasterCard or your bank they take cash as well, but they will not touch Visa whatsoever. And you can get their own MasterCard, and we haven't done that. You can use your Visa. So that's what I have. I have a Visa. Steph has a Visa, and that's it. I don't want to get a MasterCard, and it's tempting to get the Costco credit card, but I was just like, oh, there's so many really good, super duper expensive things to buy there, and I'd end up doing something stupid. So not gonna do it. All right, Lee.
Bonkers.
Did you say bonkers?
Yeah, bonkers.
Excellent. Any final words, sir? And it's not
yeah,
theirs, okay?
Yeah, just don't cave. That's it.
Oh, shut up. All right, where can they find you on all your socials, sir? Socials.
YouTube, Twitch, Discord, the Lee Everett.
The Lee Everett. All right, and all my stuff is in the description. Tomorrow is Gears. Gears Friday, but I'm on call. Just as a heads up, I go on call tomorrow at 8, and we'll be streaming at 4:30 my time. I may even try to do 4, just leave half an hour early, whatever. And then Saturday, we'll probably try to do some Verdansk again. And rock it.
That was fun last time.
Wasn't it? I had a good time, man. It was. Yeah, it was good. So, yeah.
Andre and Mark, that was great.
Andre took Thursday and Friday off, so I'm not sure if he's around this weekend or not. And then I'll message Mark. It's the first Saturday of the month, which he does inventory and stuff. So,
right.
Could just be you and I, dude.
Maybe.
We'll figure it out. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for chatting. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for everything. I love doing this podcast. You guys are amazing. For Monday is the podcast. I'm on call again. So Shaun of the Dead is the movie Lee chose, and I haven't watched it yet. So I will try to get that in over the next few days. See you later, Pete. Thank you so much, sir. So here we go, everybody. As for Lee, look, I got it right this time. As for Lee, my name is Paul, and we need more people on here so we can chat longer. You guys take care.
Kirby.
Yeah, we need Kirby back in here as well.
Yeah.
I know she's busy and stuff. I think she's streaming too. I don't know if she's live streaming right now, but I know she's got back to doing some streaming. Twitch.tv. I love it when you call me Big Papa. No, she's not streaming right now.
Any word back on the MRI?
No, I go see my doctor on the 11th. But
and will they have it?
She'll have access to it. She's not the one who ordered it. The 11th is Wednesday. All right. So yeah, she's not the one who ordered it. So I just got to wait for the specialist to call me to say, hey, all right, let's meet up and make fun of you on why this is happening, because we have no clue.
Why don't you pester them and say, tell me?
I couldn't care less.
You've been stuck with this for what, like 2 years now?
Yeah, at least. Yeah, it's no big deal. Whatever.
What do you mean, no big deal?
It's part of my life now, dude. This is it. I'm just focusing on trying to lose weight and get eating right. So I weigh-ins tomorrow. We'll see what's up. But so I started. So there's these two wrestlers called Christian and Edge, and his name is Adam Copeland, whatever. And they came out with this plank. It's called Pure Plank, and it's to help you do planking, stuff like that, really build up your core and everything. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I purchased it, and I did it. I got it on May 23rd. I could only plank for 23 seconds. And I was sore for 3 straight days, big time, with ab muscles that I never knew I had. Like, cause it's.
Hey, but But at least, like, the more you do it, the easier it'll get.
Well, that's where I'm going. So today is June 5th. I did it today. I was able to last 1 minute and 8 seconds. And so that's
awesome.
That's crazy. So yeah,
over double. So
I did 23 seconds, then 33 seconds, 36 seconds, 43, 52, then 1 minute and 8, and that's from May 23rd on. So I'm just trying to really kick this health thing and get her going. And so I'm trying to do as much as possible and learn as much as possible. I'm trying to really learn myself and really give her a go, because my goal is to, at the end of the year when I turn 50, I'm feeling pretty good. Today I'm feeling pretty darn good though, which is awesome. Like, I'm on the treadmill every morning now, and yeah, I do at least 30 minutes in that. I've been hitting the 10K steps, but today I'm at 7,200, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, I've seen like a meme of someone saying, like, the doctor tells them they've got 5 minutes to live, and they just start planking, and it's like, the doctor's like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "I want this 5 minutes to feel like a lifetime."
Yeah, it does seem like a long time, because check it out though. It's called Pure Plank, and it is mind blowing. This, because it works your side core as well when you do a side plank, and I'm just like, this is nuts. I can't believe this. So, yeah. And building your core strength is really important anyway. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And the weather's...
Keep at it, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Stay away from the black gold.
Oh, no. I'm still drinking black gold. It's delicious.
What are you doing, man?
All right, boys and girls in Streamland, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys have a wonderful day.